So, what's my new artist statement have to do with Ozzy Osbourne? Well, I have this project coming up. I needed to do a new artist statement for it. Artist statements are a pain in the ass mostly. I never enjoy them. You're trying to create context for work that you can't really explain. And if I was if I'd lived on a sheep farm in Ireland and moved to Dublin against my family's wishes and was making beautiful works out of woven wool, maybe that artist statement might be easier to write. But for me, I'm sort of an existential kind of guy from LA, not quite as on the nose as that. So you all know who he is. I think I can't remember the guy's name. He did that. I think he did a TED talk, but talked about asking yourself why. Keep asking why, and you keep getting deeper. And this is an exercise I've been doing with my artist statements, and it's been helpful. So I asked myself, why do I make art? And kind of started drilling down to get to why did I start doing this and what's it really about. And I hit on these first two Ozzy Osbourne solo records that I think were 1980 and 1981, I think, when they came out. And this is before I played music, before I did anything, but they just, those albums were a revelation. And I was trying to think, what was it that inspired me? Because I really think that is those albums are part of what inspired me to play music and pursue a life in creativity, which is directly related to my art. He wasn't singing love songs, and it wasn't about, I don't know what. He was like the prophet, right? He was singing about my internal experience. He was afraid of the things I was afraid of. He was afraid he was crazy. Well, and you could say that he is, and he might be. Although I've met him a few times and was managed by his wife for a while, and I would proffer genius before crazy. He was singing about his views on life and himself and his place in it. He was singing, it was a reflection of a moment in time, but it was the internal experience of that moment in time. And that is still what drives my work, right? My work is my internal experience of this moment in time. And it's my sort of visual diary as I'm moving through this. And so I just kind of struck on that, and that basic concept of a reaction, the internal experience. We all have this desire to live happier or more fulfilled experience of being alive. And that's directly what this stuff is about. So my new work is because of Ozzy Osbourne. Sort of. Anyway, wanted to share that. Thanks for checking out. Thanks for saying hi, stopping by. I'll talk to you again soon.